morning, folks. I hope that you're well. Happy Wednesday. It is a beautiful sunshiny day outside, but it is real cold. So, the trade-offs. Today, your activity is going to be to watch a TV show episode of your choosing or listen to a song of your choosing and do some analysis of it. That's pretty exciting that, you get to choose what to do. You're going to choose how you look at it and then answer a few questions about it. I will, in just a second, switch over to share my screen so that you can see what it's going to look like. We're looking at Learning Goal 2, number day, which is reading. So step 1, you're going to choose a single 30-minute episode of a TV series or a song that you love to focus on for this week's assignment. If it's an hour-long episode, that's fine too. But choose just one episode. It shouldn't be a movie. It should not be something super long. Just one episode to look at. I want you to make sure that it is school appropriate. So the content should be, school appropriate. It shouldn't be something that, you wouldn't want to watch with your grandmother. Step 2, you're going to watch or listen to it. As you watch and listen, pay close attention to the elements that are listed below in the choice board and take some notes. You can take those notes on your Chromebook. You can take those notes on a piece of paper while you're watching. Just take some notes on what you notice, what you see, what you hear. You're probably going to want to turn on the captions if you're watching a TV show, just so you have, a little more information. If you're listening to a song, make sure that you get the lyrics. You can just Google them and the lyrics for any song are going to come up. So just find the lyrics so that you can, read along and have them to refer back to. Step 3, complete the table on the attached document. So that's the separate document, not this one. And then you're going to complete the selected number of responses. You can choose 2 different options. You don't need to do all of them. Choose a couple. And the number of responses is not going to determine your grade, but it's going to allow you a little more choice, a little more challenge if you want that, and to dig deeper into something that you enjoy. So for the mild option, you can choose 2 to 3 options from the choice board. For spicy, you can choose 4 to 5. So if you're really feeling like, this is something I enjoy, this is a way for me to dig deeper into something that I like, go ahead and choose that spicy option. If, you just want to get it over with, choose only 2 or 3. So the different options include hook. So how does the song or the TV show hook you at the very beginning? When you're watching the episode and you see the cold open of The Office, what are they doing to hook you into watching the rest of it? Character introductions and background. If it's a series, you may already be expected to know most of these characters, but how are you reminded of the things that you know about these characters? Because back in the dark ages, we couldn't watch the episodes back to back. We couldn't binge it like that. We had to wait a couple of weeks in between. So they had to find ways to reintroduce characters. Conflict. What is the problem in this episode? There wouldn't be an episode if there's not something going on. So what is the problem that they're dealing with? Resolution. How do they resolve the conflict? What happens at the end of it that makes it better? Illusions. We've talked about illusions in class before. So what are some ways that they refer to other things? A reference to another piece of media. And again, some of these pieces are explained below as well. Archetypes we haven't talked about a lot in our class. Archetypes are the general forms of characters that we see. So when you're watching Glee, for instance, you have the jocks in Finn, you have the cheerleader in Quinn, you have the musical nerds in Rachel, and the the gospel singer archetype in Mercedes. So you see all these different types of characters. Why are the characters put that way? And what is their purpose? Humor and sarcasm. So how are the writers and the actors using humor to convey the story? Point of view or narration. Is it told from a third person perspective? Is it told from first person? Language. What word choices help make the story more interesting? How does it help develop a character? So like I said, some of these are explained below. So conflict. It explains the major types of conflict here and some different ways that we might see it. Illusions. There's a short video that explains illusions. archetypes. There's a list of archetypes here that you can take a look at that might help you sort the characters in your show. And then it explains point of view, even though we've talked about that pretty exhaustively in class. All right, so that is that. And give me 1 second, and I'll go over to the table. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to do a Google Meet from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock today, so you can drop into that. If you're interested, if you need, questions about specific things, feel free to reach out to me. We can do a one-on-one video chat, or we can talk over email, whichever is easier for you. Please just reach out to me. Thank you to everyone who got their assignments from last week and the week before, or before vacation. There's some great writing happening, so keep up the good work. If you haven't gotten those in yet, just finish them up and get them into me as soon as possible, and I will get those graded and back to you and get those grades in the grade book. So that's all that I have for today. And yes, we are focusing on reading today. It's not, reading in the traditional sense, but listening to something and paying attention to something and understanding the elements of it is still reading, So this is reading and using the tools that we use for reading for that. So it may seem a little non-traditional, but it's something that we do every day. Anyway, that's it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, stay safe, make good choices, and read something. See you later.